Good afternoon. We will call the special board meeting of the Westman School District to order. And this is a public meeting of the school board of the Westman Joint School District Number 1. More than 24 hours prior to the meeting, notice of the time, place, date, and subject matter of this meeting was posted at the entrance doors at the Education Service Center and at the Westman Community Memorial Library. The copy was also sent to the Daily News, WIBD, Milwaukee Journal Sentinel, and other media sources that have requested notice of our meetings. I would ask the superintendent to confirm that this meeting was properly posted.
Yes, it was.
Thank you. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. And at this point, we have the approval of the agenda, so I would move for approval. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Nancy. Do we need to do a roll call vote? No. Okay, we have nobody on. We have excused for this meeting. It would be Kurt Rebholz and Tani Schmidt, and Chris is running late at this point, so that's why I, as vice president, taking over the meeting. Okay. So we've got a second on the approval of the agenda. Let's take the vote. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, the agenda is approved. Thank you. Public participation, we've not received any slips of participation. Is there anybody in the audience that wishes to address the board at this point in time? One more time, any public participants? Seeing none, we will move forward with the agenda. So given that this is a special board meeting, I will throw it to Lenny Hansen, Director of Human Resources, to give us an update on what we're covering today. Lenny.
Thank you, Mr. Fisher. All we have on the agenda today is some normal consent items, but since this is a special meeting of the board, wanted to have an opportunity to just take a minute to explain to the community why we would have a special meeting of the board during the summer. It's actually not uncommon in our district or other districts during the summer to need a special meeting for contracts, approvals, and resignations, which is what is on the agenda today. That's especially an issue in public education in the state because Wisconsin statutes really impact the timing of when you accept resignations and when new contracts can be accepted because public school employees can't be legally under contract with two districts at the same time. So it's important that we time acceptance of our contracts with the resignation that that employee may be taking or submitting in another district, and then vice versa as well. And then also a couple of those contracts that we're bringing forth, or a few of them, for the administrator contract piece are actually employees who are current employees of ours and are accepting a promoted role within the district. So they simultaneously resign from their old position to then accept the contract for their new position. So I know it seems a little unusual probably to the community why we get a special meeting just for a few consent items, but that really drives the reasoning. We do have a few resignations to accept. The majority of those are actually individuals who are accepting another contract with us. We have, I believe, 5 certified staff or teaching contracts that we're accepting, who are going to be new members of our teaching staff team for this coming year. And then we have 3 administrator contracts that we are approving. And those are positions that I know, as Ms. Wimmer has talked about for a number of meetings, positions that over the course of the pandemic year, we held off on refilling. We were looking at the best way to structure the administrative team, especially as we had some retirement, we had some resignations, and now we're ready to move forward with some of those administrative contracts. So it's very exciting for us to move forward with growing our team, getting everybody on board for what's hopefully going to be an excellent school year.
Wonderful. Thank you for that backdrop and that clarification on the rationale for this meeting. So within the consent agenda, we have acceptance of administrative contracts where there are 3 positions being accepted, and then on the certified staff contracts, we have, as you said, 5 positions, and well, actually 2 new ones and 3 other resignations for the people that are taking the new contracts.
In the resignation section.
In the resignation section, yes. So, any discussion on the consent agenda? Otherwise, I accept a motion to.
So move to accept the consent agenda.
Okay, thank you, Nancy. Second? Good, thank you, Aaron. Any final discussion on the consent agenda? Seeing none, let's take the vote. All in favor, say aye. Aye. All opposed? None? All right, motion passes. Thank you for accepting the consent agenda, and that is the end of this special meeting. So, right, we need a motion to adjourn.
I'll make that motion.
That's where I was going. So, thank you, Nancy, for the motion. Second to adjourn?
Second.
Second, thank you, Aaron. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, any opposed? We are adjourned. Thank you.